Alright, you guys, welcome back to the channel. Here for more Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 Revamp, an exclusive mod pack for the PC version of the game. The team has been providing even more gameplay clips over on their Twitter page. As per usual, I'll have them linked down below in the description. Feel free to give them a follow. Without further ado, make sure to drop a like on today's video, turn on post notifications, subscribe if you're new around here. Let's jump over to the first clip that we have. Goku's going to be receiving another new transformation. It's great to see, right? I like the path that they're going down. It seems like they're just going to be bringing in every single power-up or transformation in the anime or Z films over here in the Revamp pack, right? That's epic to see. So I want you guys to comment down below the awoken skill that's not necessarily in the Revamp pack just yet that you would like to see eventually. Doesn't necessarily mean they're duets, but, you know, just some feedback or, you know, ideas that you think would be nice for the actual game. I said in the previous Revamp video that it would be kind of cool to get a grade 2, grade 3, and grade 4 Super Saiyan variant for Goku. Maybe even the Super Saiyan Spirit Absorbed from the Android 13 movie. All the epic power-ups and transformations, right? Again, I do feel like they'll eventually do all that because it seems like they're doing that already, you know what I mean? So they're going to be bringing in Kaio-ken times 100. First, they revealed False Super Saiyan, which is from the same Lord Slug movie. Now, the 100 times multiplier for the original classic Kaio-ken technique. Hey! And if you're wondering why Piccolo is there, it's because Piccolo did transfer his energy over to Goku to defeat Slug over there, and I just like everything about it, man. The hint of green energy that we get before he fully awakens times 100, so I'm assuming it's green because when Piccolo did transfer his energy, it was highlighted green, right? So attention to detail, even his hair. Obviously, this is not Super Saiyan, but it's like powered up as if he is undergoing Super Saiyan, but it's just the raw and pure energy from Kaio-ken activating times 100. It's so nice. I like how we have the glowy outline around the model. The key is just bursting. That's epic. And he's just about to literally go through Slug over there. We have all the transformations from the movie. So False Super Saiyan, as I said, now times 100 Kaio-ken for Goku, and even the giant form for Slug himself. And I think this is the clip I uploaded in the Revamp compilation video, but didn't necessarily talk about this just yet. In the actual movie, chronologically, Goku activated False Super Saiyan and then started to beat up Slug, and then Slug eventually had to transform into his giant states. Hey, shoutouts to all the giant characters. You know how the Revamp already included some manga contents like Ultra Ego Vegeta? I think it would be cool to see the giant Susanoo Ultra Instinct Goku from the Moro Saga. Hey, they did just confirm the Moro anime, right? The actual Capsule Corporation, Toei Animation. So we could possibly see that over here in the Revamp. Just whatever they decide to do, right? Obviously takes a lot of time to develop all the epic cutscenes, animations, and characters that they create. So just shoutouts to the Revamp team in general. But yeah, times 100, Kaio-ken Goku literally goes through giant form Slug over here, and then finally destroys them with the one-handed Spirit Bomb technique. So the Lord Slug movie is complete. Literally every single transformation. Just for the one time, let's actually witness this once more. Yeah, dude, the power. I really want to know how they're going to be incorporating this in the actual Revamp pack, because currently we have the 3 Kaio-ken transformations. Original, times 3, and times 20. Original consumes 1 key bar, times 3 consumes 3 key bars, and times 20 consumes 5 key bars, if I'm remembering correctly. So how much would a times 100 consume? I mean, we technically already have a pattern. It seems like it goes up by 2, so I wouldn't be surprised if they decide to make times 100 consume 7 key bars, or maybe it can consume all 10, who knows. Next, we do have Super Saiyan 2 Enraged for Vegeta. Now, again, something similar to the Slug animation. This is something I included in the compilation video, but didn't necessarily talk about it. This is more from the Dragon Ball Super Beerus remake. Obviously, the anime and original Battle of Gods movie as well. But the reason why I think at least it's more from the Beerus remake is because he has the purple outline. That's something that they showed in the actual DBS Beerus trailer, right? And it's just so epic how fast they made this animation. To be fair, maybe they were already working on the animation before the reveal of DBS Beerus, but I'm just glad we have some Vegeta representation over here. Beerus about to get bodied. Now, going back to the actual game developments with the stats, how strong do you guys think this transformation should be? Obviously stronger than Super Vegeta 1 and 2. Should it be something similar or on par to Super Saiyan 3? Well, no, because different abilities, right? Goku, he excels more with the combat or the attack damage with his Super Saiyan forms, and Vegeta, if I recall correctly, his higher damage output is from the Ki Blast attack. Yeah, so I see this doing max Ki Blast damage and consuming maybe around 5 Ki bars, because again, Super Vegeta consumes 3, Super Vegeta 2 consumes 4. Yeah, so maybe this could consume 5. And just the glowy outline, is that supposed to represent his original Ki with the Gallic gun? You know what I mean? But you can see when he transforms in the animation, we don't have the pupils going on. False Super Saiyan 3? No, I'm playing. Hey, Vegeta does have Super Saiyan 3 in the Daima anime. That's going to be the third form. The fourth one that we have here, Saiyan Beyond God. Isn't this interesting? So this is going to be the form he used in the Resurrection of F movie, going up against Frieza while he was in his fourth form. Dude, this is nice. Basically, this is Goku activating the God Ki without transforming or changing his appearance like Super Saiyan God or Super Saiyan Blue. And this definitely is a form that doesn't get talked about a lot. It goes under the radar for sure. I mean, at the end of the day, it kind of seems like Goku's new base form. You know what I mean? After training with Whis, after the Battle of Gods events, you know, tapping into the godly power, or he absorbed a little bit of the God Ki, whatever it may be. Yeah, it could be like his new standard base form, but I like to think of it as an actual God Ki transformation, where again, he doesn't necessarily activate Super Saiyan God or Super Saiyan Blue, but he's still activating that God Ki. And it's now going to be in Revamp pack. I just also like how fast the animations are. You literally just activate it, boom, 2 seconds goes by and you're back in the action. So as I said before, it kind of seems like they're going to be bringing in a lot of the power-ups and transformations into the Revamp pack, which is fun because at the end of the day, it's just a mod pack for a video game. Just have fun with it, you know what I mean? They went ahead and put out this tweet. For anyone asking, we aren't suggesting whether or not forms like Super Saiyan Power or False Super Saiyan actually exist or are canon. We just thought they would be fun additions to the mod that are unlikely to be seen officially. So again, they're just having fun with it, and why not bring in all the cool transformations if they can do it? Obviously, it depends on them if they want to do it and put in the time and effort. But yeah, it's something I'm here for, and I'm glad that they're doing this. To be fair, they've been, you know, adding stuff like this ever since the beginning, because they included Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta, but the DBZ variant of the character, not necessarily Blue Dragon Ball Super Gogeta. And they even brought in characters from Super Dragon Ball Heroes with Super Saiyan 4 Limit Break Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Limit Break Vegeta. Even the Revamp storyline, they're taking a lot of the SDBH elements, you know what I mean? Because at the very end, I'm sure you guys have seen the playthrough, if not spoilers, there's like these two cast characters from the series. I'm not necessarily familiar with them, but it's like this mini demon and this other lady. They destroyed Majin 21, took the Dragon Ball from her, and they have something planned up their sleeves. But yeah, they're just literally having fun with the Revamp mod pack. So with all that being said, I think it's possible to get even more Super Dragon Ball Hero transformations in the actual Revamp. They already included 7 other Goku forms. Why not include a few more? At the end of the day, it's totally up to them. I'm just having fun with it at this point, you know, just speculating, suggesting some ideas. So I think a Berserk Goku would be nice. He's always a good guy. We need some of that villain to arise from the character. No, I'm playing. But this is, of course, when he was going up against Cumber, and then he got corrupted with the sinister energy. You can kind of see the dark and red outline around Goku. His pupils are missing, and his golden aura kind of transitioned to more of this darker orange aura, right? Cool form for Goku, if you ask me. And then we have the same idea, but just undergoing blue. Vegeta has this one as well. I think Vegeta originally got this from Few, and then Goku got it because he tried to save Vegeta, then he got corrupted. Come on, Goku, you gotta watch out for that evil energy. But something cool for Vegeta is he actually controls the corrupted power boost, right? So the image on the right here, it's when he's conscious. This is something that he's used to with the Majin power boost, right? He made that his own power. And then same thing in the Xenoverse 2 storyline when he was going up against God Destruction Toppo. Few came in and applied the villainous power boost over Vegeta, but then he overpowered that, made it his own, used that Family Gallic Gun technique. Now, same thing in Super Dragon Ball Heroes, so it suits the character. And I just like the design. Super Dragon Ball Heroes, they have epic character designs. Look at that. The dark energy underneath the blue energy. He has more of the veins popping out from his forehead. The thick, dark outlines around his eyes. And he has pupils. Because normally, Super Saiyan Blue, you don't have pupils, right? When he undergoes blue evolution, that's when he gets the pupils. But he also has it for this form here. Going back up to Goku, check this out. Imagine getting the Universal Tree Blue power boost. Apparently, this is like stronger than Ultra Instinct. Absurd, man. I just like the highlight over the hair. I was just emitting nothing but bright, pure energy. And it kind of changes his skin tone a little bit. More of this gold aesthetic and the flamey blue aura. There's so many variants of Super Saiyan Blue. And if you watch the previous Revamp videos, they're bringing in the Mastered Blue from the manga. And down here, I feel like we could see some extra forms for Gogeta. I mean, they already made one for the DBZ variant. Here is the Dragon Ball Super variant of Gogeta. This is basically Blue Evolved. I know it's not exactly the same as Blue Evolved Vegeta, you know, more of that Saiyan lighter blue shade to it. He also emits like this streak of gold energy. That's just top tier stuff right there. And again, with the pupils, man. And there's also Vegito from this series. There's like multiple different variations of Vegito because we have the Zeno characters and the normal Capsule Corporation characters. So there could eventually, potentially, be Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3, Zeno Vegito with Super Saiyan 4, and maybe even Limit Break. It's just crazy, man. We have infinite content with mods. Shoutouts to all the modders for making Xenoverse 2 even more fun. So, again, leave your thoughts and ideas down below in the comments what you guys would like to see in the Revamp pack. Again, doesn't necessarily mean the Revamp team would do all of that. One more thing to go over. They are going to be updating the character roster. This is, again, something I showcased in the actual compilation video. So this is the clip. I'll have it play out in the background, and I'll go over the details. So now sorted as 5 rows of characters instead of 3. The speed of selecting your characters will be a lot faster in terms of scrolling or just going over to the next page. They removed the randomized voice lines when you select a character. Instead, it's now going to be playing sequentially. Added animations to make it more clear and expressive who you have selected. The slots will pulse when hovered over and pop up when selected. Okay. Next, added multiple rows for costume slots to allow for more visible costumes to be selected. So you can see when they hover over Goku, there's like 2 rows instead of just the 1. They also added the Xenoverse 1 villainous slots back since the larger, much fluid roster kind of allows them to do all of that. You can see Zeno or future Time Patrol corrupt chunks right there from the classic game. And yeah, the future of Revamp looks bright and fun if you ask me. Again, just keeping you guys up to date with the latest and greatest in regards to the Revamp pack. I know not everybody mods the game, but a lot of people do, and a lot of people do use this pack here. So always cool to inform you guys. Let me know down below in the comments what you guys think about all this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace.